On this episode, we take the Jeep Compass Trailhawk to our test hill to see just how well it handles deep snow and ice, along with comparisons to the new Subaru Forester Wilderness. That's coming up right now on Driving Sports TV. This is a Jeep Compass Trailhawk that we purchased for long-term testing. You can find our full review of it right here on YouTube. In this video, we're going to look at how well the all-wheel drive system's various modes deals with harsh winter conditions. The 2022 Jeep Compass is a compact crossover with a wide range of options available. The trim we have here is the Trailhawk, which has a number of features focused on off-road and trail adventures. It comes standard with 8.6 inches of ground clearance, underbody skid plates, improved approach and departure angles, and an all-wheel drive system developed by GKN and tuned by Jeep. Like most other crossovers on the market, the Compass's all-wheel drive system uses individual wheel braking to distribute power from the wheels with slip to wheels with grip. The level of brake vectoring is controlled by the various mode programs. Rock, which is exclusive to Trailhawk models, being the most aggressive, allowing for the smallest amount of wheel spin before the brakes intervene. On the other side is Sand, which allows for the most wheel spin. Jeep made clever use of the included 9-speed automatic transmission by using the first gear as a special low gear. This provides a 20-to-1 crawl ratio when engaged. Under normal conditions, the Compass starts in second gear. This system is identical to the one included in the Jeep Renegade, though the use of a different final drive gives the Renegade a slightly better 21-to-1 crawl ratio. With the included four-wheel drive lock button, the driver can ask the computer to start with the center transfer clutch engaged, sending maximum power to the rear wheels before slip is detected, up to 50% of available torque. The computer will then vary as necessary to maintain grip. The Compass is only available with a single engine option here in North America, a 2.4-liter four-cylinder making 177 horsepower. To give our test vehicle a fighting chance in slippery conditions, we upgraded the tires from the stock All Seasons to snow-rated Falken Wildpeak AT3W all-terrain tires with a larger 225/65 R17 fitment on the included 17-inch wheels. The shocks on the Compass feature frequency selective damping, which gives the Compass a surprisingly smooth ride on both smooth and rugged surfaces. In this video, we'll be making several comparisons to the new 2022 Subaru Forester Wilderness. The Subaru comes standard with snow-rated Yokohama Geolandar all-terrain tires, 9.2 inches of ground clearance, and symmetrical all-wheel drive with dual-function X mode. Like the Compass, this also uses brakes to control power distribution, along with special programs to control the amount of slip allowed. The only transmission option in the Subaru is a CVT. Our first test is with the Compass on a deserted road, covered in compacted snow, where we've laid out a slalom to see just how the various drive modes respond. Today we're going to test the 2022 Jeep Compass Trailhawk in a variety of snow situations. Yes, this is the one that we bought down in Houston, so this is far away removed from Houston weather as you can probably get. By the end of the episode, we will have tested it on multiple surfaces, but we're going to start on a snow-covered road. Right now we're going to run through the cones in auto mode. I'm only going to go about 20 miles an hour. We're just going to see how this deals with slippery conditions. So initial throttle tip-in's pretty good. I'm just keeping throttle in. Oh, I can really feel that ABS cutting out because it is so incredibly slippery. Oh, okay. It did fine though, really. I never lost control of the vehicle. Wasn't going terribly fast, but most people are not going to be driving fast in slippery conditions. So this is a pretty realistic test. Here I'm purposefully overdriving the course to see how the Compass reacts. And even in normal mode, it manages power and braking to help me navigate the course effectively. So it handled that pretty good. But how much better does it get when we switch it into snow mode? Let's find out. So to switch to snow mode, I just toggle here. It automatically does four-wheel drive lock, which should engage the back wheels immediately. I'm gonna go in tight here, see if I can go any faster. We're still kind of cutting at around 15, 16. It's not too bad. What's really aggressive on clamping down that ABS. It really makes the ABS just say, nope, you aren't allowed to do that. Most drivers will switch to snow mode on a road like this. And as you can see, it provides plenty of control to get the job done. Now we're going to try it again, and this time I'm going to skip a couple cones so I can go even faster, and we'll see how the system responds. Let's do a running start. I'm still in snow mode. Let's do it. Slide, slide. Oh, it does. It so dramatically cuts throttle. My foot is to the floor, and it won't give me power because it's detecting slip. So, kind of good if you don't want to slip. Kind of obnoxious if you want to rotate your rear around using power. With a slight increase in speed, snow mode drops the hammer on any potential fun due to the slippery conditions. So there is one other setting that we can use to get us a little more aggressive. It's called the sand mud setting. That should lock power, so it's 50-50 front to back, and then also actually remove a layer of traction control for more drifting fun. I am going to skip a couple cones this time because we'll need it. And here we go. You can see the power shifting. Can we rotate with power? That's a little slow, but it's not too bad. Whoa! With the reduced traction control in this mode, I had hoped to get more rotation on that last cone, but the Compass wasn't having it. To see closer to what I hoped would happen, let's take a look at how the Subaru Forester Wilderness tackled the same corner when engaged in its deep snow mud X mode setting. Right here, I am able to rotate the Subaru, setting me up for a better angle to attack the final cone, while the Compass just understeers off the course as the traction system attempts to stop the slide. As you can see, the Compass is not a vehicle that wants to get sideways. Snow mode really does an excellent job of maintaining traction when traveling at appropriate speeds for the conditions versus attempting to slide the course. You can really see Jeep's approach here, as both the snow and sand mud settings in the Compass both work to maintain grip. Now let's compare it to the Subaru Forester with its most extreme off-road mode. And here you can see it really lets things loose, with tons of wheel spin. I need to mention that in normal drive mode, the Subaru is just as capable at threading the cones in a controlled manner, should that be your preferred driving method. Just because some people want to slide doesn't mean that it always needs to slide or that it's going to spin out of control. These are two very different approaches for two very different drivers. The Subaru's rally-inspired handling X-Mode programs will appeal to much more enthusiastic drivers, the Compass being more appropriate for drivers that prefer to avoid sliding. Okay, that was fun. Now let's head to our test hill where we will test it in deeper snow. So this lower section of our test hill, I don't expect to be too difficult. What it is basically several layers of compacted snow with some light snow on the surface. I am in snow mode, as you would expect, and we're just gonna see how competently this deals with this, rather steep climb. So the Compass Trailhawk here uses a GKN all-wheel drive system. It's the same system found in the Land Rover Evoque and actually the Ford Maverick pickup, in addition to the Ford Bronco Sport. It's a pretty good setup. On this next section, I would call this medium snow because it was fresh snow a couple days ago, but we've run a couple vehicles up it, so it's not quite as extreme as it once was. I am going to keep it in snow setting though. My personal preference is to actually go into a more aggressive setting with a lot of wheel spin. Snow doesn't do that, but we're going to see how well it does right here. So already the throttle is super sluggish. The Falcons are grabbing for grip, Probably gonna rub that middle section just a little bit, but it's soft snow, so I'm not too concerned. It's keeping momentum. Yeah, and it gets up no problem. Easy. Okay, I think let's find something harder, and I know just the place. There's another road right next to us that nobody has driven on. Fresh snow, about a foot of it. Of course, if you're going down a steep, slippery hill, the thing to use is hill descent control, and this is equipped with it. Switch into 4 low. I then hit hill descent control, and it'll manage the speed for me. Now, can I adjust it? No, it does not appear as though I can. Is there any way to adjust this? Nope, that's radio. Accelerate, decelerate. Nope, I am a victim to whatever they have set, and it is really slow. So I guess it's good if you really need something like this, but this hill really isn't that hard, so I'm going to go ahead and switch it off. This is now the ultimate test, deep snow. This is about a foot of snow on a very steep incline. I honestly don't think we're gonna make it, but let's see how far we can get. I'm in 4-wheel drive lock. I'm in sand and mud. I'm not gonna use 4-wheel drive low. Maybe that's a mistake. I don't know, we'll see. Here we go. Now I need to get momentum and keep momentum. And I need to not hit any secret rocks. Now, of course, I'm on Falcon Wild Peak AT3Ws, and they can only do so much. Come on, you got this. Oh, it's working, it's working. It's pushing. The 9-speed transmission is keeping me right in the power range. Actually, surprisingly decent job. I'm hearing this like clicking, which I think is the all-wheel drive system doing its job. Why did it bog down right there? Was it trying to shift gears? It keeps trying to shift gears. Oh, that's annoying. Let's back up a little bit and try that again. This time I'm going to put it in 4 low so that it doesn't try to shift gears, because that'll keep it locked into first gear. Okay, here we go. And we're off. I can't have it switching gears on me. That's not okay. Can we just keep this going? Keep this going. Come on, you gonna do it? Oh, it's doing it. Oh my gosh. I can't believe this is doing it. It's very slow. The wheels are spinning. It's trying to shift power around. I can feel it aggressively shifting that power. It's actually really aggressive. Kind of surprising. I am moving forward at less than, oh, and I overheated. 4-wheel drive system temporarily unavailable. Okay, so overheated the system. I guess constantly spinning at high churn rate like that is going to potentially cause issues. Well, that's a little disappointing. Hopefully the system resets itself the next time I power cycle and didn't cause any actual long-term issues. If it does, I'll let you know because we bought this one. Let's power cycle this and see if it is better. Park. Start up. Okay, everything's back to normal. Great. So we didn't break it. Not yet, at least. Now we're going to try it in the Subaru Forester Wilderness and see if it can get all the way to the top. So I have it in deep snow mud, and we're just going to let it fly. So the tires here are not as aggressive as the Wild Peak AT3Ws that we have fitted on the Compass Trailhawk. So far we're just rolling on the tracks, so this should not be too difficult. This is where it gets hard, right here. How do we do? Throttle in, that's a cliff on my left. I don't want to go off that. Just keeping throttle in, we're slowly inching forward. Is it going to overheat or is it going to get us through? It's shifting power around. Is the transmission going to overheat or can we make it up this rise? I think we're going to do it. I think it's going to get it. I think it's going to get it. It's so much work. Snowblower mode engaged. Oh my gosh, it's going to make it. And it made it. Yes. Nicely done, Subaru. No overheat, no complaints, just doing the work. This test was a hard one, and though the Compass did give me an overheat warning, after a quick power cycle it was on its way again without any complaint. One thing that is for certain is that if you had concerns about the Subaru Forester's CVT overheating, your concern is misplaced. The Subaru did not give us a single warning all day of filming. But that doesn't mean that the Forester is for everyone. This Jeep Compass Trailhawk has a lot to offer the right buyer. The new interior for 2022 is one of the best in the class. And the Compass has looks that are a bit more grown up than the Subaru's Voltron-inspired face. The Compass actually has a smoother ride thanks to the frequency-selective damping shocks, which provide a great ride on both pavement and trails. In short, if you prefer to keep traction in slippery conditions, the Compass is a very safe choice. If you prefer to unleash your inner Ken Block, the Subaru is the one that'll put a smile on your face. Yes! And that's that. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, share our videos. We make them for you, and we hope you enjoy them. Now I just need to get back down.